Ken Barron again with the National Association of Black and White Men together. Today, the topic is the United States now has a Department of War, not Department of Defense, Department of War. The U.S. military killed about 11 people a week ago in a strike against a boat in the Caribbean. The Trump administration said it was carrying drugs and terrorists. The U.S. Navy has long intercepted and boarded ships, not shot at ships, but boarded ships suspected of smuggling drugs in international water. Typically, this is done with the Coast Guard officer temporarily in charge to invoke law enforcement's authority. The attack in the Caribbean was a marked departure from that decades-old approach. Pentagon officials were still working on what legal authority they would tell the public, what was used to back up the extraordinary strike, and there are more strikes following in international waters. Under the Constitution, only Congress has the power to declare war authorization for use of force. The 2001 Congress allowed force, quote, against those nations, organizations, or persons he determines planned, authorized, committed, or added the terrorist attacks that occurred on September 11, 2001, or harbored such organization or persons. But that law does not authorize war against unrelated groups that the executive branch has chosen to label as, quote, terrorists. The specific details of the strike targeting suspected drug smugglers are novel, but in a presidency defined by unprecedented use of executive power, this is much more typical type of presidential power grab. Taking advantage of the fact that Democratic politicians will likely be hesitant to criticize them, lest they be seen as defending drug traffickers, the administration has shrugged off legal worries. The White House has suggested that further operations could be coming, a much larger effect to rid the region of narcotics trafficking and potentially dislodge the country's leader, Nicolas Maduro, from power. The lack of information and transparency from the administration is very concerning. The Pentagon has been amassing a small armada of warships in the Southern Caribbean, to include 3 guided missile destroyers. History has taught us that many lessons, and we should pay attention to its signs because we might be heading towards World War III. Sobering thoughts. This is Ken Barron at the NABWMT. Thank you for listening or watching. We're on nabwmt.org. You can email us at nabwmt@nabwmt.org. We're on Facebook and many other platforms. We'd be happy to listen and hear from you again. Thank you once more for listening.